Now to a more difficult maneuver, backing up. It's a bit tricky and can be dangerous. First, you need to be able to see where you're going. The only way to get a good view of the area behind the car is to turn around and look at it. An even more effective way of knowing what is around the vehicle is to walk around it. It's your responsibility to be sure that the area around your vehicle is clear. To back up, place your left hand on the 12 o'clock position on the steering wheel, your right hand on the back of the passenger seat, and twist around to see straight through the rear window. You want to move very slowly. When backing up, it's harder to see and the car is harder to control. Place the transmission into reverse and let the engine just idle the car backward. You'll go plenty fast enough, and it leaves your right foot free to use the brake to control your speed. Backing at idle speed is usually fast enough. You never want to rush when you're reversing. In reverse, the car will turn in the same direction the steering wheel is turned, just like going forward. To back to the left, turn the wheel to the left. To back to the right, turn the wheel to the right. Even though the car steers the same in both directions, there is one difference. When you back up, the car's responses to your steering inputs are much greater. This means that you must use smaller inputs to keep the car from turning too sharply and to keep the front end from swinging out too wide. While you need to see behind you, it also pays to stop for a moment to see what the front end is doing. This is especially true when backing out of a parking space. As long as you're moving slowly, you'll have time to make corrections. Also, check to see which way the front wheels are turned before you start to back up, just to make sure you'll be pointed straight backward as you intended. This way, you'll know if you need to center the steering wheel before you start to back up. Home again. Now just a few steps to make sure the car doesn't roll away. After you stop, set the parking brake and put the shift lever into park. Now turn off all accessories and lights, close the windows if needed, and lastly, turn the engine off. Check for any nearby traffic and then exit and lock the vehicle. Now you know what steering technique to use and how to effectively use the accelerator and brake pedals to make your vehicle go and stop. When you're backing up, you need to make sure the area behind is clear. Move the vehicle slowly and be very careful with the steering so you don't turn the vehicle more than you want. After a trip, you need to secure the vehicle. If you've parked along a roadway, check for traffic before getting out of the car and lock the doors.